What's up guys, Jason here. In this video I'm going to be teaching you how to make a simple and efficient Minecraft Bedrock XP farm. This farm works on 1.21 and on all platforms of Minecraft Bedrock, whether you play on a phone, tablet, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, or PC. By the way, this farm allows you to quickly and easily get to level 30 or higher. For this farm, you'll need 2 chests, 1 barrel, 1 hopper, 8 ladders, 2 dispensers, 1 shears, 1 water bucket, 1 trident. By the way, the trident can have any level of durability because it will never break in this farm. 2 levers, 5 redstone torches, 1 redstone repeater, 1 redstone, 4 observers, 4 pistons, 4 trapdoors, 20 snow blocks, 10 carved pumpkins. By the way, you can get carved pumpkins by clicking on them with shears. 1 button, 1 sign, 15 glass blocks, and finally about 3.5 stacks of solid blocks that silverfish cannot infest. A couple examples of solid blocks that silverfish cannot infest are smooth stone or wood planks. The first step is to choose an area to make this farm at. You can make this farm anywhere except for hot biomes. A couple examples of hot biomes are desert biomes or savanna biomes. Once you have chosen an area to make your farm at, place 4 blocks. Then place 5 solid blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you have done that, fill in this outline with solid blocks. The next step is to place a piston at each of these spots. Make sure those pistons face the correct directions. Now place a redstone torch at each of these spots. Once you have placed those redstone torches, place an observer over here. Make sure the top arrow of that observer is pointing that way. Then place an observer at the spot. Make sure the top arrow of that observer is pointing that way towards that piston. Then place an observer over here. The top arrow of that observer should be facing that piston. Finally, place an observer at the spot. Make sure the top arrow of that observer is pointing that way towards that piston. It's really important that you place all your pistons, redstone torches, and observers correctly. The next step is to place 4 solid blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then place 3 over here, and 3 over here as well. Now throw a trident at that piston. By the way, the trident can have any level of durability because it will never break in this farm. Then place a lever over here and flick it down. Once the pistons stop moving, flick it up. As you guys can see there, that should cause the pistons to move around infinitely. That will be the trident killer in this farm. It will automatically kill all the silverfish. Now flick this lever down to shut the trident killer off. The next step is to place 4 glass blocks over here. Then place a solid block at each of these spots. After you have done that, place 3 glass blocks over here. Then place a solid block at each of these spots. Now go to the side. Then place a solid block at each of these spots as well. Then go to the back. Now place a solid block at each of these spots. Finally go to this side. Then place a solid block at each of these spots. After you are done with that step, place 3 solid blocks over here. Then place 4 glass blocks over here, and 4 over here as well. Then place 5 blocks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then place 4 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 at this spot. Once you're done placing all those solid blocks, extend them up by 4 blocks. After you're done with that step, the farm should look like that. The next step is to place 2 solid blocks over here. Then place 2 solid blocks over here. Now break this block. After you have done that, place a sign over here. Then place water at this spot. That water should flow over to that corner. It will push all the silverfish that spawn into the trident killer. The next step is to break this block and place a dispenser over here. Make sure that dispenser is facing this way. Then crouch down and place a button behind the dispenser. At this point, crouch down and place a trapdoor over here. Then place a trapdoor at each of these spots. Those trapdoors will prevent the zombie from falling off of that block. Now break this block. After you have done that, place a block at each of these spots. The next step is to trap a zombie over there. I am now going to show you all how you can easily do that in survival mode. To do that, first place a trapdoor over here and open it. That will cause the zombie to walk over there because zombies see trapdoors as full blocks. Then place 3 blocks over here and 3 over here. Then do the same thing on this side. Place 3 blocks over here and 3 over here. Now create a staircase from here to the ground. Once it is nighttime, look for a zombie. Once the zombie is following you, walk up here. As you guys can see there, it should follow you. Then jump over to this side. The zombie should then walk in there. Once you have trapped a zombie in there, name it with a name tag. To do that, place down an anvil, then open the anvil and place the name tag over here. Now name the name tag anything that you want. I'm going to name this name tag zombie. Then remove the name tag from the anvil. Now use the name tag to name the zombie. By naming the zombie, you will prevent it from despawning. At this point, break these blocks. Then place a solid block at this spot. After you have trapped a zombie over there, place 8 ladders over here. Those ladders will allow you to easily access this top area. The next step is to go behind the farm. Then place a barrel over here. Now crouch down and place a hopper at the spot. Make sure the nozzle of that hopper is pointing that way towards that barrel. That hopper will collect the snow and carved pumpkins and funnel them into that barrel. Then place a solid block at each of these spots. The next step is to place the dispenser over here. Make sure that dispenser is facing this way. Then place a solid block at each of these spots. Now go to this side of the farm. Then place 4 blocks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then place a block over here and a block over here. Now break this block. After you have done that, place a lever over here, redstone torch over here, and redstone repeater at the spot. Make sure the 2 prongs of that redstone repeater are facing that way. Then place redstone over here. As you guys can see there, that should create a redstone clock. Once you have created the redstone clock, flick this lever down to shut it off. Now add shears to this dispenser. Those shears will allow you to get your carved pumpkins back from the snow golems. Then place a solid block at each of these spots. Now place 3 blocks over here. And 1 over here. Then break these 3 blocks. This block will prevent the snow golems from dying of rain. The next step is to spawn 10 snow golems over here. To spawn a snow golem, first place 2 snow, then place a carved pumpkin. As you guys can see there, that should create a snow golem. If the snow golems die, make sure you do not make this farm in a hot biome. Once you have spawned 10 snow golems over there, the farm should look like this. As you guys can see there, the snow golems will shoot the zombie with snowballs. By the way, the zombie will never die because snowballs don't do any damage. The next step is to add some splash potions of infestation to that dispenser. I am now going to show you how to create splash potions of infestation in survival mode. To do that, first open a brewing stand. Then place blaze powder over here. Now add some water bottles to the brewing stand. Then place another wort over here. Once the nether wort is done brewing, place stone over here. Once the stone is done brewing, place gunpowder over here. After the gunpowder is done brewing, you should have splash potions of infestation. You can add any amount of splash potions of infestation to this dispenser, however, the more you add, the longer you will be able to use this farm for before having to add more potions. I am now going to do a quick fly around so you can check and make sure I've made this XP farm correctly. Over here, there should be the zombie and the snow golems. Down there should be the water and trident killer. This side of the farm should look like this. The back should look like this. Finally, over here, there should be this redstone clock. I am now going to show you all how to use this farm. To use it, first flick this lever up. That will turn on the Trident Killer. Then go up here. Then press this button. That will dispense a splash potion of infestation onto the zombie. As you guys can see there, that will cause the zombie to spawn silverfish when it is hit by the snow golems. The silverfish that spawn will get pushed down by that water over to the Trident Killer. In this Trident Killer, the silverfish will get automatically killed. You will collect all the XP over here. Once again, the zombie will never die because it does not take damage from snowballs. Once the infestation effect has worn off, the zombie will stop spawning silverfish. To get it to spawn silverfish again, you will need to dispense another potion. As you guys can see there, it is now spawning silverfish again. This farm is a great, quick, and easy way to get to level 30 or higher. Whenever you're done using this farm, flick this lever down to shut the Trident Killer off. If this farm does not work for you, check to see if all your snow golems are shooting at the same time. If they seem to be all firing snowballs at the same time, you'll need to kill them. Before you kill them, first flick this lever. That will cause the carved pumpkins to be harvested. Once the carved pumpkins have been harvested, flick this lever back down. Now kill the snow golems. The drops should get funneled into that barrel. If you notice any drops fall over here, you can collect them by going down here. You can then use the snow and carved pumpkins to create more snow golems. Now create another 10 snow golems over here. As you guys can see there, the snow golems should then shoot at different times. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make this simple and efficient Minecraft Bedrock XP farm. Please like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other Minecraft videos. Thanks for watching.